So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, it's a new episode of Hong Kong. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi.
Yeah, and I am the co-host, Vivek Mohabani, looking at one of the cameras that we have. Who should I'll look in the center because we have both of us here.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're always a walking advertising for
Exactly, we're doing
the podcast.
this.
Yeah.
We asked you who wore it best, and I answered by saying me.
Yes,
But
exactly.
of course, the world doesn't listen to me, so it's okay.
Well, the world hasn't seen the videos yet.
Yeah, they haven't seen the videos yet. Exactly.
When they do, we will get a definite answer. But man, it's cold. You're wearing a jacket.
Dude, it is. You know that Christmas song, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
I would have thought Christmas is over, the
Yeah.
weather gets it. All right, we did the whole,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
seems like, we had one of those like really short like Hong Kong winters.
Yeah.
And it would have been fun.
Yeah.
And but it didn't. It just dipped again. Like it went up like warmer a bit
Yeah.
and then it like dipped.
Dude, I think the soap opera of life
Yeah.
has decided, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you this so that's the news. Obviously, it's a slow news day.
Yes.
Where the weather is like one of the hot topics of the
Yes,
the city.
ironically, one of the the cold weather is one of the hot topics
Exactly.
of the day.
Right over there, man. You can't get away with that stuff. But hey, the good thing though is that at least with this weather, it's minimum sweating.
Yes,
Right?
That's true. It's actually quite like in a way like when it's sunny, it's
Yeah.
quite lovely to be outside.
Yeah.
Even for you, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Do you enjoy outside now?
I'll put it this way: is that I enjoy. Okay, so let's clarify. I think the misunderstanding of me not liking outside. I like outside unless it's not worth being outside. Let me explain.
Okay,
All right?
explain, please.
All right. So if one were to get to the peak, and you're thinking I'm gonna spend an hour and a half walking
Yeah.
up a slope,
Yeah.
because I'll be with nature.
Yeah.
I'll get my exercise and everything going
Yes.
on. I'm like, so let's break that down to elements. Okay.
Yes.
Nature, you need greenery, trees. All right, there are trees on this area of Hong Kong.
Yes.
We can go there and get that done. All right.
Yes.
You want to get your exercise. All right, that's cool. We have slopes all over Soho. We
Yes.
got that done.
Yeah.
So the need to specifically go to the peak to achieve that combination is absolutely unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you also want to get a little bit away from traffic.
True. And
Yeah.
there is also parts of Hong Kong that you can go to that
Where?
get away from traffic.
Where?
Huh? Not the peak specifically.
I don't think you have a good answer for that. That's
Well-
where people go away from the streets.
Yeah.
So
it's called. It's spelled with 4 letters, Mo.
Yeah?
It's spelled HOME. Okay. It is
So
how,
sad.
It is how a lot of people.
I mean, I don't blame you because you sunk so much money into these
Yeah.
houses
Yeah.
that it makes sense
It's
that
damn
you
well
like,
better
wanna
be somewhere I want to be
enjoy.
at. If I'm trying to get out of my own house after
Yes.
spending all this kind of money,
Yes.
it's a bad investment.
No,
Right over there.
I agree, but at the same time, you can't fault the people are going, especially now. Like now I go to the peak and it's like, it's full of people.
Yeah.
And it's like so lovely.
So you go to the peak, it's full of people. That already goes against the objective number one.
I said
which
away from cars.
Oh,
No-
cars.
Yeah, traffic.
So, okay.
Yes.
You didn't mean traffic as a whole. You
No,
meant like actual
cars.
vehicles.
Particularly cars.
Okay.
See, that's why people go.
Ah,
And
the
then like
technical-
once you're like up like in the middle of the morning trail, you
Yeah.
really can't hear any cars.
Yeah.
And that's quite lovely. That's not something you can easily achieve
Okay.
in Hong Kong Island.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I think maybe the
Yes,
sound.
1 point for Mo.
Yeah, one.
There
Ding.
Ding, yeah, exactly.
All right, counter argument. Let's go.
Counter-argument,
Round
yes.
2. All right. However, the problem is this: is that when you're at the peak, first
Yeah.
of all, you're literally going in circles.
Yes.
All right, you're
that
literally
is
going in
correct.
circles.
But
And-
you're going up in circles. It's like peeling a potato. You're like doing this, and then you're like eventually
spiraling around.
Yes,
it, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So my point is this: is that okay? So let's look at the grand scheme of things. You're 80 years old
Yeah.
on your deathbed, saying, if only I had 10 more minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Those 10 minutes that you spent spiraling up to
Yes.
the peak to avoid a few Teslas that you didn't want to look at.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna I should have. I don't think.
No,
that
I
was-
would actually think I should have eaten more big house egg tarts.
Yeah.
That's
See?
probably what would be one of my regrets.
That's the reverse thing. See,
Yeah.
with Bakehouse lining up.
Yeah.
Okay, very simple. Let's compare and contrast over here.
Yes.
The way to, if I could have a fast track to Bakehouse cookies,
Yes.
and not have to line up.
Yeah.
Why would I want to line up to be like, I want to experience the feeling of, anticipation.
Well-
I want to be excited. I want to be one with the people. So I feel,
See, that's a problematic argument because in going up to the peak, you're already extending your life theoretically. While if you're eating big house cookies, you're actually
shortening it.
shortening it.
And hence why it actually makes more sense because like the 1 hour I would have spent
Yes.
trying to get to the peak,
Yes.
I might have shortened my life by 40 minutes only.
Yes.
And the net gain is still 20 minutes by eating bakehouse.
We need some actual scientists to chime
I feel
in.
like we need to get Ben Calvin back on.
No, actually, he would probably come back on soon with the HMV, whatever.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
The funny thing is, you know what he'll say? He'll come back out. He'll be like, okay, first of all, both of you are shortening your life
Yes.
by leaving your home. I'm like, okay, that already is grim enough.
We did actually on the 200th episode. If you haven't listened, go back and listen because Ben was in at the aftermath when we were doing the live show, and I asked him when is the next COVID.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what he said, but it sounds like
It was pretty grim, right?
Yeah, it sounds
He was like, yeah, we're already
it
there.
sounds like we might have triggered it.
Yeah, exactly. So the moral of the story is basically, first of all, ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
So go ahead, go to the peak, enjoy yourself. Don't try to calculate like
I would
ROI.
say take the big house egg tart / cookies and
Yeah.
then go to the peak.
So
How about
cancel
that
it.
for a compromise?
Cancel it out.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so in that
If
case,
I get how many cookies would I get you from Big House so you can actually
is
go
this one of the-
happily go to the peak?
Is this the new millennial version? How many engineers does it take to screw a light bulb?
Yeah, exactly.
How many cookies does it take to get you to the peak? It's like,
Yes.
it won't take any because I'm already at the peak. One of those
Oh, yeah,
things.
you're at the peak of your career and
Exactly,
your life. Well, okay, yeah, I think actually for one of the video episodes,
Yeah.
when we get big enough that we have producers and people following us around, then we can record an entire episode going up the morning trail. I think that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
While eating big house
While eating
cookies.
bakehouse, talking with our mouths full.
Yes.
And then going up the trail.
Yes.
And then us doing this discussion.
Yes.
Of like why what are we doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like I just really want to enjoy you hating every moment of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
it would be so fun.
See, that's the ironic thing is like I actually really like trees in this stuff. It's just the issue of like why did I have to do this?
Yes.
See, with the hike to the peak, there's also the factor of a point of no return kind of a deal. When you
Yes.
start going,
Yeah.
to get out of there, you're gonna have to do the exact same amount of time, or it's kind
Of
of
course.
equivalent
Yeah.
time.
I mean, unless you call a helicopter. I
Yes.
think according to the information when I looked at it back then,
Yeah.
I think every Hong Kong citizen is entitled to 2 rescues
In their life,
in their life.
really?
Yeah, for free,
Oh.
like completely free. And then after that, I think if you do it again, they might charge you. But someone can correct how this works.
I think we found a loophole, dude.
Yes.
We eat egg tarts
Yes.
till we're so sick.
Yes.
We're thrown up
Yes.
halfway through the peak.
Yes.
They pick us up and take us back home.
I think what would happen then is that. Oh, actually, I was thinking because the peak is mostly roads.
Yeah.
I feel like they're still gonna not. It's not the trail where the helicopters will come by
So-
default. I think they're gonna send a car and
So we purposely go off the trail.
Yes.
Where cars can't
There
get
you
to
go.
it.
Okay,
We
yeah, you're
basically-
right.
Yeah, we find a little gray area where they're like,
Yeah.
fine, this guy
Yeah.
got us,
I don't believe there's been rescues on the peak because it's so close to the city.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do this on another trail where it's like we really have to.
So we need to let someone we have to go to the outlying islands.
Yes.
So first of all, they can't ferry us back.
No.
So it has to be the
Yeah. It's
the
like Sharp
helicopter.
Island or something.
Yeah. So we go somewhere there.
Yeah.
Number 2 has to have reception because otherwise it'll be stupid. Like,
Number
can't
3, we
call
have to
them.
delete this episode before we do all of this. so the government doesn't.
Are these planning on
Yeah, exactly.
how to beat the system?
Yeah. Here's evidence of them planning it from a year ago.
Yeah.
Like idiots put it online.
The other thing is like, okay, so let's say they listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Right? However, it is still possible for us to have discussed this, never intended for it to happen.
True.
And happen.
That would be actually quite funny if you genuinely get lost.
Yeah.
Well, not you because you'll never touch the trail.
Yeah.
But if I genuinely get lost there and people be like, "Oh, you planned this," I'm like, "No, I was
No, we did.
actually
Yeah, exactly.
I really got bitten by a snake.
Yeah.
Why do you think I planned the snake to
Can you just imagine?
bite
yeah,
me?"
Exactly. Can you just imagine like the court case? Like your
Yes.
lawyers go like, "Your Honor,
Yeah.
The law of attraction.
Yes.
It states-
Exhibit A. Here's
Exactly. This is the book.
here's a YouTube video with 4 views on it.
Exactly,
This is him
That is-
saying that will happen.
Yeah, arguing how this is not planned, but just
Yeah.
happened to be the way they prophesied.
And the judge is like, no one is watching that shit. Get it out of my face.
I have this whole scenario that's so okay. First of all, you know how it's funny though. Because so the argument is
Yeah.
that you all pre-planned this thing,
Yes.
and it happened as you planned it.
Correct.
The lawyer comes to we get a lawyer, okay?
Yes.
The lawyer says, "Your Honor,
Yeah.
please look at my 2 clients
Mm.
and focus on only one, Muhammad Magdi."
Yeah.
The name of the Prophet Muhammad,
Yes.
who can prophesy stuff,
Yeah.
ended up prophesizing the fact that they're gonna go for this hike
Yep.
and screw it up and have to get a helicopter. Your Honor, I rest my case. Do you hate Islam? Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after that, the whole jury is like, guys,
Yeah.
it is. Let's throw the case out the window,
Yes,
man.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
completely thrown out
Yeah.
from the top of the peak.
Yeah, we get.
So let's all go up there and throw it out
All of
together.
a sudden, like Johnny's emailing us, like, we want to give you a certificate of, honor of like,
Yeah.
how you are truly the Hong Konger that we should all aspire to be. That.
I
God.
wish to not to state that I am fully not responsible for anyone wasting the Hong Kong resources, public funds. And if you are to take a helicopter, you have to be really. I'm saying this just to cover our asses.
Yeah, exactly. This is okay. Of course, this is all just us dilly dally.
Oh yeah, it's comedy, everyone.
Exactly, just having a laugh.
While you're sitting here, it's so typical of the two of us. You're such a Chinese person because
Yeah.
you're sitting inside the house with a jacket on,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just like a typical like foreigner, I guess expat or whatever.
Yeah.
Just sitting there with the t-shirts. I'm like, get the heaters on. You're like, no, you
I'm like,
idiot.
no, you must warm yourself from within.
Yes.
It is all. I think, dude, that's so true because like even with, let's say Chinese medicine and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's always like working on your core.
It's all the yat hey.
Yeah,
right?
hey, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And also the Western is like all the external. So hence why you're the heater. And I'm like, no,
Yes.
heat yourself.
Yeah.
Warm yourself.
Heat yourself.
Have happy thoughts. Find your own inner.
Yes, exactly. Find your own inner heat,
Yeah,
inner
exactly.
warmth.
Yeah. Use the chi.
Yes.
Oh man.
No, I need electricity and
Yeah.
external factors to give
Exactly.
me warmth.
This is
Because
that-
I'm very cold inside.
Yeah. It's like, how about you, like, do little self-discovery to find the warmth? You're like, no. There's
no.
a heater, turn that shit on.
Yes, exactly. That's why we have
Ironically,
technology.
here you are the person who's like liking hikes and everything. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And here you're going like, fuck that. Let's forget my warmth.
Yes.
Get that heater on. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
natural.
No,
why not?
no. It's you. Like for you, it's also like you're saying natural because you just don't want to move. So
That's
you're like,
true.
it's,
Put the jacket on.
you
and
say
it's
it
done,
when
you
it's
know?
convenient.
Hey, I think that is very true.
Yes.
First of all, however, I stand my case of like that's pretty much everyone does.
That's true.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So there's that as well. However, the good thing is that I would ask our audience is that what would you do? Would you go the route of external stimuli to create the warmth?
Yeah.
Or would you find the way, for example, like do jumping jacks and create the warmth within? Would you be the type of person who is all about the external, how do people see me? I
Yeah.
can't be seen with the jacket.
Yeah.
Or would you be the better person who wears a jacket and says, for the greater good of the world, let me do the work that's required instead of being this guy that's leaning back, chilling like a fucking expat.
Speaking of expats, in my neighborhood of Tai Ping Shan, that is now almost officially the coolest neighborhood
Yeah.
in town. There is this coffee. So strange how the trends work because now there is a million coffee shops
Yeah.
there, but there is one that just opened like a couple of months ago called Kool Beans with
Cool
a Z.
beans.
Cool with K and Beans with Z.
What year are we in?
Yeah, I
people?
know. It's exactly. It's the 2001 or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. Hey,
So Cool
guys.
Beans opened, and it's again like not anything special. I like the guys. The coffee is good, but it's nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally in the back of 4 other coffee shops. So there was like a French wine shop that closed a few months ago, and that spot has been empty. And then Cool Beans moved in, and we're all of the residents were all like rolling our eyes, like, oh, another coffee shop! What a surprise! Across the little street from that is another shop that just opened, which is the ham shop. So it's like there is this.
Wait. There's a ham shop.
Yes.
There's a shop that says, so someone sat up one day was like, how do we be hip
Yeah.
in Tai Ping Shan
Yes.
Road? We're going to open up a ham shop.
A ham shop. Well, it's also because all the expats. So it's like the ham shop is like the cold cuts thing.
Yeah.
Iberica, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
they call it. So because they know their audience or their market is like, oh, that's a hot spot for expats to hang out in.
Yeah.
Maybe we can open like ham shops so they can like have snacks or whatever.
Okay.
It worked really well. It's what I find really interesting is that spot has been there for ages. And the combination of these two businesses, which I believe are not completely not aligned, just happened to open in front of each other that created a hotspot for expats.
Yeah.
That is now perfect from morning till night, because in the morning until late afternoon, people are sitting at Cool Beans having coffee.
Yeah.
And then slowly it morphs into like wine and ham.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
okay.
now it's like, because also the weather, the combination of all of this and the nice weather now when it's sunny and dry, that people are just sitting out like with like folded chairs.
Yeah.
Throughout
bring
the
their
whole
own chairs?
day. No, both
Oh, yeah,
places provide the chairs, but throughout the whole day, it actually created like a really vibrant spot.
Yeah.
And there's no traffic as well. It's
Yeah.
like one of those like inside streets. There's no traffic at all. Cars are not even allowed in. And it's like so nice. It's
Yeah.
super nice.
And with this weather and everything perfect, right? Yeah,
It's
exactly,
perfect. So it created like, but it also created the opposite of like us like being in like the locals of the neighborhood
Yeah.
are now so protective of it
Yeah.
that we don't want anyone from the outside to come. And it obviously is dumb for me to even like kind of plug it and say how nice it is here. Please don't go. It sucks. But for us, it's like, yeah, we sit there like, oh my God, this is our neighborhood. This is amazing. So you can come. Just take a look, and when it's busy, just keep moving.
Yeah.
Because clearly,
So have you done the morphing? Like were you there like a day having coffee and be like, it's time for ham.
well, I don't drink or eat ham. So,
Oh, of course, yeah.
yes. So I'm actually, even though ham is in my name,
Yeah.
I still don't-
Mohammed.
Yes.
Yeah, the guys, Cool Beans. Yeah.
Yes. Well, a free plug for Cool Beans and the ham shop as well. But that whole hang is amazing.
Yeah.
And no, I sat there for hours with Annie and the dog with one coffee, and then I just sat there. And that's the other thing. They really don't. Neither place are like bothering you to like or pushing you to order. They are so hands off.
Yeah.
In fact, you can probably go and sit there and not order anything.
Yeah.
There's a Chinese couple next to us who did have coffee, and we watched them for about 4 to 5 hours watching movies on their iPad.
Wow.
Just enjoying the sunshine and watching movies.
They get it.
They get it. I'm like, nice.
Oh man.
So that's a really cool hang now. And you can even continue staying there. And then later in the evening, you can slowly move to Craftissimo.
Yeah.
Which is right there.
Right there, yeah.
So you can just create a whole hang in Tai Ping Shan.
Did you notice the change in your tone when you're talking about the Tai Ping Shan sitting there enjoying the coffee and all that stuff
Yes.
compared to the tone you had when you're talking about going to the peak?
Yes.
It's very, very different.
Yes.
The
One
peak
of them
was-
is exercise.
Yeah.
and
One of them like, no, this is good. The peak is good.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be joyful. This one you're like naturally flowing with
Yes.
the joy coming out.
That is true.
Again, my point of like people have this idea like, but walking on the peak is a fun thing to do, right? It's going to be fun. I'm like, no, dude, just go sit there, enjoy that stuff. You're gonna
No,
be
I'm
doing
just trying to extend my life.
Yeah.
After watching that documentary,
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
doesn't want to die. I'm like, I don't want to die.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what would be ironic is like you literally take that documentary on your phone, put it over there, get that one coffee, sit there, watch that,
Yes.
and people are like, "Sir, are you done?" You're like, "No, you watch this. You see this video?
See this guy?
Yeah. It's, I'm not finished
Ironically,
yet.
he doesn't drink coffee, but he actually said, it sounds like I'm a big fan. I'm not. He's just posting a lot of clips. And he says that he doesn't drink coffee just because, not because it's bad for him, it's just because he doesn't want to be hooked on anything. That's his
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
He's like, I don't want to like, be dependent on the caffeine or whatever.
But yeah, he's dependent on all those injections and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Ironically.
Ironically, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to depend on something, but doctor, come here. What do I need to do today? He's like, well, do you not see this?
Dude, every time, I don't know what the fuck is happening with him, but every time he's posting videos and stuff, he just looks younger and younger.
Oh,
it's
God.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, go find Brian Johnson online, and now he's like, also, he posted, it's so fun. He posted something the other day, like a stories or whatever. He's at the WWE. Now that he's like a celebrity,
Yeah.
he's just hanging out with like, he was just like with Logan Paul.
Oh,
Just
God, like, no big deal. It's like, yeah, we're
And what's his name? Paul, the bald guy, the bald manager from WWE.
Oh, Heyman.
Heyman.
Yeah,
Paul
yeah,
Heyman is
yeah,
just posting with Paul Heyman. This is the clash of like two very opposite words.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
man.
so funny.
Well, all I can say now is that we need to find the equivalent
Yes.
of ourselves. Like either we find a niche like we're trying to stay young,
Yeah.
or maybe we have to do this whole documentary of like how do we stay funny,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fun.
right?
Yeah.
Like literally like the compare and contrast of like I'm just like, let's say, I'm walking down the street. They're like, dude, what are you doing, man? Why are
Yeah.
you trying to run across the road? I'm like, that might be funnier.
Yes.
I have to run across the road to maybe make it funnier.
Yes, that's a really good idea, actually. It's like you put yourself through situations that would probably create funny.
Yeah.
So you just go and like, if there is like a date, clearly like a couple are on a date, you just go and grab a chair and sit next to them.
Yeah, and see what happens.
Yeah. See how they react.
Yeah.
Go in the movies, sit in front of like the shortest person in the movie
Yeah,
theater.
yeah.
See how they react.
Every episode ends in the same way we get punched. Every episode.
Yes.
Everyone just tunes in like, at what point in today's episode? Like, let's
Yes.
say the episode is 23 minutes, right?
Yes.
What we do is we basically show you scenarios until, for example, this may be the point of getting punched.
Yes.
And cut to the next scenario.
Yes.
And we show you a whole bunch of like, which
Yeah.
one of these was the one they got punched at?
Yeah, and
And
the
at the
answer
end-
is all of them.
Exactly. And then I'll see you online, this and that. Follow us on Instagram. We'll tell you all about it, that kind of thing. And then everyone is like, come on, which one is it? It's like, have you seen the show Is It Cake?
Yes. So
Same
stupid.
concept. It's like you're like family sitting together. Like
Yeah.
I think it was the one where he was sitting with the couple. No. I think it was when he was hiking. No, I think it was when he took an escalator.
Yeah.
No, stuff like. And then finally, like the correct time when they got punched was when they went on the lift. I was like, oh, mom, you got it right.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Bringing
High-fiving.
families closer together.
Yes, true.
Then we have a panel of judges who are there to discuss. And like, yeah, my kids watched this show. I'm so
Yeah.
proud that we're over here. They, hey, Timmy, and one of those things, you know.
On the phone in the back of the camera going like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
exactly. And I can't believe I'm on the show, you know. Yeah, so a lot of big ideas that we have. Of course, the issue over here is lack of funding.
Lack of funding.
Yeah,
yes,
to do
for
those
sure.
ideas. However, if you go to patreon.com/homopod, you could maybe one day be funding these crazy ideas.
Speaking of patreon.com/hohopod, we have a new actually we have a couple of new patrons. One of them is a good friend and awesome human being, Crystal Tolani, is back on the Patreon.
Hey!
Crystal owns Ride the Minibus and has sponsored us a few times. So
That's
Crystal,
the game.
thank you
She
so much.
doesn't own riding the minibus. Like
No,
yeah.
I mean, maybe she would.
You know what? I would not be surprised.
Maybe
if one
every
day she-
time someone says ride the minibus,
Yeah.
she is like, you owe me 10 cents.
She trademarked that sentence.
Yeah.
Imagine you could trademark the Yao Lock. That would be a
that's
money maker.
I feel like it should be a brand, no? Is it not a brand?
I don't think so, not yet. But I
Oh.
bet you anything after this episode with the millions of listeners,
Yeah.
it's going to be the biggest thing next to Nike. You have Nike headquarters and Yao Lock
Yao
Square.
Lock.
One of
Yao
those-
Lock Square.
Yao Lock Square.
Yeah.
You go to Singapore, like we go. Where are you gonna go to? You're gonna go to like Clarke Quay. You're
Yeah.
gonna go to the Robinson Square. Quay.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna Yao Lock Square.
Yao Lock
Like,
Square.
Damn, dude.
Arash, listener from I imagine a long time ago, because he says that he's subscribed to Patreon. Thank you so much, Arash. Subscribed. I sent him a nice message saying like thanks for getting involved, and he responded with really glad to be supporting you guys. Keep it up. I'm a huge fan of your podcast. Hope to come to a comedy show and see you guys in person sometime this year too. Thank you so much. Super lovely, Arash. Arash joined Patreon on patreon.com/hohopod. $5 a month, and he actually paid for the whole year in advance.
Whoa!
But there is an option on Patreon. You get a little bit of discount
Oh, yeah,
if you
yeah.
pay for the whole year. Hopefully, what happens here, what I hope does not happen, is that his wife also listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know.
What?
Yeah. What? You paid for the
Yeah.
whole year?
The whole year.
And you didn't want to take me on vacation?
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
Like,
You know?
like we accidentally caused Arash's like whole life to just
Yeah.
crumble
It'd be
because
funny
he
if,
tried
like-
to do the nice
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, like, let's say they were discussing vacations, and
Yeah.
they saw this deal online. It was like for $60 more.
Yes.
you could upgrade to business class, get a massage.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
He's like, honey, it's just out of our budget.
Yes.
And like, she's like, huh, $60? He's like, it's
It's just out of the budget.
Exactly.
I can't. I wish I can give you that, but I really,
Yeah.
I'm really honest. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out of my
It's
budget.
just this month
and
I
she's
just-
just like really pushing to know why, and he wouldn't tell her.
Yeah. And this one-
According to his like the currency of the payment, it says Canadian dollar. So I
Ooh.
imagine maybe he's in Canada
Okay.
or maybe he's in Hong Kong and making money in Canadian dollar. And hopefully there's none of this because it's a public episode. Don't get in trouble, Arash.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting us. Really appreciate it. Going back to Hong Kong winter, now that we established that it's cold, and we
Yeah.
established that going to the peak is great according to me,
Sure.
and terrible according to
Hey, we can all be theoretical physicists,
Yes.
All talking theories only.
We established that being from Tai Ping Shan makes you elitist.
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
And that actually makes me one of them and makes me say that everyone who's not from there is beneath us.
Yes.
And you should not be hanging out on our cool spots.
In all reality though, because Tai Ping Shan is on a slope,
Yes.
a lot of people are beneath you.
Correct.
Like,
That's exactly what I meant.
That's actually what you meant. And
Yes.
you were not trying to be rude. You were literally saying from a pure physical point of view, like, I'm sorry, but that's how it works. You
Yes.
are in fact beneath me.
Yes, even if you're on Hollywood Road, you
Yeah.
are beneath me. You think you're on Hollywood Road and you're cool.
Yeah.
But you're actually beneath us.
See, the problem with Hollywood Road is this: is that it slopes downwards over time. So if you
Yes.
start on Hollywood Road, let's say in Soho area, you
Yes.
start going downward sloping. Hence why, again, people in Soho,
Yeah.
they look down upon Tai Ping Shan people because, like, I'm not lowering myself to be
Yeah.
near you.
Yes.
Right? It's like, you're in Tai Ping Shan, like, you're beneath me. I'm like, yeah, because I lowered myself.
Yeah, I lowered myself.
myself.
What is the word? Yeah, I stooped
I
toward.
stooped towards a lower level so I could be closer to you.
Yes.
Literally, like, to get to you, I got to lower myself
Yes, I stooped to your level.
Exactly. So for anyone who is thinking of going to Tai Ping Shan
Yeah.
from, let's say, Soho side,
Yes.
and let's say you're based in Soho, whatever,
Yeah.
my suggestion is this. Go to Kane Road.
Yes.
One up these motherfuckers.
Yes, true.
And then
Yeah.
you walk
And
down the stairs.
Ladder Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then as you're going down, be like,
Ladder Street that is ironically not a ladder.
yeah, not ladder. And literally tell them, by the way, I'm coming down the ladder.
Yes, I'm counting down the ladder.
To get to your level.
Yeah.
All right? Let's make this very clear.
Yes, I came from mid-level
Yeah.
to your lower level.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck are we doing?
My road has 3 words, Tai Ping Shan.
Yeah.
Oh, boo, fucking who? I only live on Kane Road. You know why we don't need 3 words to say our road?
Yeah.
Because we're fucking confident about it.
Yeah.
Kane, bitch. That's what you should know.
There is also there is only one Kane Road. There is 2 Tai Ping Shan actually,
There
and
you
one
go.
of them
See,
is
everyone-
the actual peak.
Yeah, right over there. So you're literally not on the peak.
Yeah.
Trying to pretend you're at the peak.
Yes.
Is this not no? How different is this from the person who has a fake Gucci? It's
That-
literally the same thing.
Yes, yeah, we have our own little fake peak in Tai Ping Shan.
And
You're
it's
right.
one of those things that makes you feel like, but I am on the peak. Sure, dude. You are like on the top of the world.
Someone actually got in a cab not long ago and said Tai Ping Shan and realized halfway through
Yeah.
that they're
It's
going
the
to
other
the
one.
peak.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't think you're going the right way. And it's
Yeah.
like, no. Tell him Tai Ping Shan,
Road.
Hollywood Road.
Yeah.
And then, but also Tai Ping Shan is such a small street that you're like, if I'm in a cab going home, I don't say, like, I say Hollywood Road first.
Yeah.
And then closer to there, I go Manmo Temple, Tai Ping Shan.
Yeah, then they're like, yeah, we.
Then exactly. But otherwise, you're setting yourself up for a
Yeah.
very expensive cab ride.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. Like the Manmo Temple, if you've ever been to it, you would know that that's where
It's for me. It's
for you,
Manmo.
Yeah, Manmo.
Yes,
yeah.
It's actually my temple.
It's literally Manmo,
Yeah.
right over there. You know, the Manmo.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
People go. It'll be so ironic if you actually make that into a thing.
Yes.
That it becomes like in the little red book or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where's the Manmo?
Yeah.
Where's you
And I'm
show up?
just
They're like, they're like, oh my god, I should
Oh yeah, maybe I should actually that's your Manmo.
That is your Manmo. Oh, good. With you, take photo.
Yeah. Oh man, I can easily
Dude.
monetize that.
Man.
Someone please manage this whole situation. I would like to show up and get the pictures taken, and someone manage the money, and I will give you a percentage. And it'll be great. Everyone who goes, because it's so popular, everyone who goes there also takes a picture with me as the little thing.
Yeah.
They're like, here's Manmo.
Yeah,
Haha.
yeah.
It's like a goofy joke.
Yeah, you make this myth. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, that might be the Manmo behind the temple. Like, and the temple's like, no, it's not. They're like, no. This is what we read. I think that's what the reality is. You know.
Oh man.
Oh man, that'd be so bizarre.
Okay, yes, it's Manmo, my temple.
Yeah.
While I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm trying to also find other stuff for us to do, not us because
Yeah.
we're weird.
Yeah.
But like for normal person to do.
Yes.
While it's still cold in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Obviously, anything that would be sweat related is the key. So I would say number one is go to all the locations with sunsets. That would suck in the summer.
Right.
So Kennedy Town,
Yeah.
Repulse Bay, all those.
Kennedy Town sucks all the time now because of the whole Chao Hong Shu
Oh, yeah,
situation.
yeah. Everyone takes
Kennedy
photos
Town
of
is
that.
actually lovely, but
Yeah.
like yes, that taking photos, that area of like the Arabica Cafe
Yeah,
and the
forget that one,
the what is it? Not the Belchers, the other one, the Mertens.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
area is a nightmare.
Yeah,
So-
don't go there. That's actually very true.
But
yeah.
Little Cove, you can go to Little Cove, really
Yeah.
lovely coffee shop there, run by our friends Adam and Jade. absolutely great coffee, great hang. Also very busy all the time. Free plugs for all of you.
Yeah.
But Adam, Jade, and are lovely, and they deserve all the success. Very, very hardworking people. And Little Cove, great hang.
I know Lil Cove also has a store now in Admiralty in Pacific Place.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually started from Sai Kung. That's
Yeah.
their original location. And then the Kennedy Town spot, yes, Admiralty, they have a little, a new cafe
Yeah.
now. And they're killing it.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, again, very hardworking people. And but in Kennedy Town, you're saying that we should go watch the sunset.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I believe
because
near
in summer it's like bad.
it's terrible. Like so near the ferry pier, don't go to Arabica and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you go deeper down to where I believe there's this morgue or the old morgue or whatever it's called, there's a way to get to the basketball courts and everything.
yes.
Go there.
Yes.
That'll be a nice sunset. You get to see that. I think it's called Green Island. I forget what
Yeah.
the name is. That particular one island that
Yeah.
you can see the sunset over there. Repulse Bay is really good because also that's the direction of actually
Yes.
the sun.
Yeah.
And what I find now, maybe because it's so cold, the tourist buses are fewer. Because, you know, a lot of older people in there, they're like, yeah, it's too cold to go when they go
Yes.
there. So this is the right time to do that. Go to Repulse Bay, do that. And basically, I would recommend go to Tai Ping Shan Road, go to Cool Beans, and just ask for Man Mo.
Yeah.
Be like, Man Mo?
Yes, okay.
Ah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's okay. And just leave.
They would actually, I think I would probably have like either a QR code or a poster there.
Yeah.
And when people are asking for Manmo, they just get them to scan it.
Yeah.
And then they automatically buy a comedy show ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're
Okay,
like,
okay.
you can just come and see Manmo in
Yeah.
his Manmo element.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. And, he's to be seen in Base Hall
Yes.
on Saturday night.
I would actually extend the plug into Manmo dumplings. What is it called? Is it called Manmo? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
fuck it.
that restaurant.
Yeah,
in the corner, near Elephant Ground, yeah.
Near Elephant Ground. Yeah, it's Manmo. Fuck,
Manmo,
man.
yeah, whatever, yeah.
I'm just trying to because it's not dumplings. It's Manmo something.
Something, yeah.
Right in front of my house. Don't forget the rest of the name. But yeah, you can also have a Manmo package.
Yeah.
Here's the Manmo package.
All right, go for
you
it.
You go to the Manmo temple.
Got it.
You go to Manmo dumplings that is not dumplings.
Get some food,
the
yeah.
French, Manmo dim sum. That's the name.
There we go, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Manmo dim sum. It's actually French fusion, fancy stuff.
Yeah.
And then you go to Cool Beans.
Yes.
You get your Cool Beans.
Yeah.
And then you scan the QR code for the real Manmo.
Yes.
And that's when you go to the comedy show and see the real Manmo on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it has to be a Saturday thing.
Yes. It's
Okay.
it's the Manmo tour.
Okay.
It's the full Manmo package. Yes.
All right. So let me understand this. So if we were to have like a Chinese Mandarin name, can you think of like, let's say Manmo?
Yeah.
Would there be a word?
It's Nanmo. Because
Nanmo.
Nan is man in Mandarin.
Oh, nah, man.
Yeah.
Nanmo, Manmo, it's like the Mongkok thing, you know?
Yes,
like in Chinese it's Mongkok, but in
Yeah.
Chinese it's Mongkok. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
there you
okay.
go. Nanmo.
Right over there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So-
So create the Nanmo tour on Xiaohongshu and then just make it all happen. You will
Yeah,
get
yeah.
money. You'll
Yeah,
make
yeah.
percentage.
Yeah, you'd be like, I was the originator of all this stuff.
Yeah?
All right, okay, so cool weather, the sunset's one thing.
Yes.
All right. Do you have okay, so for me, one of the things I would love to do cool weather is obviously wearing beanies and stuff like that because it's a rare occasion. Also wear all the caps that you want to.
Yeah.
Because again, let me remind everybody, you may think, I wear a cap in summer during the
Yes.
sun. Again, remember that every year this happens in winter. I forget the humidity of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'll wear this summer is different. You know, I'm going to wear
Yes.
a cap and then the humidity comes, you're like, fuck that, I'm not wearing this cap.
Yes.
It's way too hot. So wear all the caps, wear all the headgear that you need to do. Wear all the jackets that cannot have sweat patches,
Yes.
right? Because this is the one time you will not get the sweat patch.
Yes. For
You can wear-
about 2 more weeks.
yeah, 2 more weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I'm wearing all the colored t-shirts I have.
It's so
lighter
funny,
colored
yes.
t-shirts
Yeah.
that I can do now because I'm like, hey, I can.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
all the white t-shirts.
white
yes.
ones,
yeah.
the light blues, and all that stuff that I have. I'm like, finally, I can
I
wear
only
this.
have black t-shirts anyway. For that exact same reason.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter winter or summer. It's just all black.
Yeah, so it's easy.
Yeah, it's
you know,
easy.
It's part of the texture as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the last thing you do for this winter time is go create a warm meal for someone you don't know, knock on their door and say this is for you, and watch them reject you.
Yes,
I'll be like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it directly means, but I kind of know.
Yeah, yeah.
I can kind of guess what
Because
it
like,
means.
imagine,
Yeah.
exactly. You're like, your stranger opens the door. You're like, "Are you a Jehovah's Witness?"
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
They're like, "You have a free meal." They're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
What is? Do I look like I need free hugs? What's
Yes.
going on here? First, number one, are you
Yeah.
thinking I can't make my own fucking food?
Yes.
Like, you got to come over to me and be
Yeah.
like, I'm the better person. Like it'll be taken completely the wrong way.
Of course.
Oh, so you
or
think-
they will suspect that they're trying to poison them and like rob them. Of
Yeah.
course.
That's already preconceived, and you have to show them like, I've done the scientific test. This is not poison.
Yes,
Everything.
yeah.
And
Here,
you'll
look,
get.
I'm eating it, and now they're like, "Hey, you want me to share your
Yeah, exactly.
disgusting-"
Your
Yeah.
saliva. What the fuck do you think you are?
There is
Goddamn
no
king?
good scenario out of it.
Like people just lose their mind. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Secondhand leftover food. You couldn't
Yeah.
finish this, and you want to eat in front of me and say you fucking finished your food and here take whatever I don't want now.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, no, I literally what? Yeah, watch your soul get crushed.
Yes.
From a deed you thought, you know what? I read this article about, we need more hugs in the world. So let's go hug our neighbors.
Yes.
Love thy
and he's
neighbor.
Like, don't fucking touch me.
Exactly. But what about your perv?
Yeah,
Are you trying to take
exactly.
advantage of me? You're like,
Yeah.
no, I just want to give you a free hug. I'm like, free hug? I can afford hugs, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't need your damn free hugs. Okay? If anything, I will give you a free hug because you know what? I own it. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, what
Oh
have
my
I
God.
done?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you slowly fade away into the bushes like
That's
Homer.
actually goes back at our idea of going to find the comedy. You can be that.
Yeah.
I will follow you. Like I think the other way around will also be funny because I look the way I look and they'll be scared. But for you, because they might know who you are.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you will still be confused about
Yeah.
why this is happening.
See, the problem with that scenario doesn't work for me because if I show up at the door with the box delivering warm food,
They're gonna think you're an actual Deliveroo guy.
they're like, who ordered this? I'm like, nobody ordered it. They're like, no, we definitely did. Like, they're just weirded out. They're like, huh? I don't,
Yeah.
What? You know what I mean? Do you understand this? Unfortunately, in the real world,
Yes.
as much as I want to be the giver. So again, let me remind everyone, I am, by nature, I'm the generous person who wants to just give and give and give.
Yes.
But it's taken the wrong
You
way.
can look at your camera and remind people how you look like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm trying to be like, it's for you, and they're like, we never ordered this. I'm like, no, but I ordered it. They're like,
Yes.
why would you order and deliver it to me? It's like,
Yes.
It's like, what? I can't do a good deed.
Yes.
Hence why, again, let's come back to the point. It's not that I'm an asshole.
Yes.
It's I'm not allowed to be nice.
Yes.
All right. So
That
let's
is
make it very
actually
clear.
that is your life motto. Every time you act like a dick to
Yes,
somebody,
it
you're
is
like,
because
you're
it's-
not allowing me to be.
Yeah.
You're not enabling me to be in my element.
Exactly. I am by nature the nicest person I can ever be. But the reality is like, no, Viv, we need you to be a dick. And I'm like,
Right.
fine, I'll be a dick
yes,
to you.
exactly. It's,
Oh.
yeah. I'm stooping to your level.
Exactly. I was on Kane Road with kindness. Okay,
Yes.
I was literally not on Kane Road. I was on Kine Road, and I had to go down to a Tai Ping Rude Road. Yeah, Tai Ping whatever, and be like, oh my God, why am I doing this?
Yes.
Making me, like that meme where you have the guy from Narcotics sitting, like before the
Yes,
he's
yes,
staring
yes.
at.
Yeah.
That's me going like, I just want to be nice.
I just want to be nice.
just
No
wanna
one is
give-
allowing me to.
Yeah.
By the way, there is literally a guy. I don't know if he's there all the time, but there's literally a guy on like right on the waterfront by the TST ferry pier.
Yeah.
Like on this side, on the Hong Kong Island side. I don't know if he's there all the time. There's like a, like maybe a 20-something-year-old man who was standing the other day with a sign that says free hugs.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
he have a blindfold?
No.
Oh,
He was
okay.
just
So
like
you
a
wanted to
kind
see
of
the
a
hugs.
kid.
Yeah, that's kinda weird.
But I don't know if he was doing it like a YouTube stunt or whatever.
Yeah.
But Anya and I stood there and watched him for a few minutes get 0 hugs.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, positioning, location.
It's like it's super busy.
Yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
everyone's rushing the ferry. They're not like,
Yeah.
I missed the ferry.
Yeah.
I need a hug.
Yes.
No, dude.
But it's like, yeah, it was like a classic, like what you were saying earlier. Everyone's being suspicious. It's
Yeah.
like, is he going to give us COVID?
That's-
Is he going to give us HMPV or whatever?
Yeah,
It was like,
this city is not conducive to the idea of someone being generous.
No. It's also, and he made a good point about like there is a shop that just closed, like as Hong Kong happens,
Yeah.
on Staunton Street, like a big, it's like that tapas restaurant or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it's just closed, like it's
Oh, in
boarded
the
up.
corner of the escalator, that one.
Yeah. Next to Staunton Bar,
Yeah.
there was like a big like tapas
Oh,
place.
okay,
That's
okay.
now shut down.
Okay.
It's like, remember people would sit on the outside and stuff. And
I
like,
think so, yeah.
Anyway, that's shut down, and she was saying that like the city just waits for nobody.
Yeah.
It just like keeps going and
Yeah.
it never stops.
Yeah.
They're like, this place is gonna be a new place in a couple of weeks, and it might like in a few months shut down again.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't matter. And it's actually such a sobering
It's
realization.
such a sobering thing where it's like, dude, life will go on. Stop
Yeah.
being all like, oh, but we need to. I'm
But
like,
you know,
dude.
in other places, this is not normal in a way. Like it's normal for us because we're here, and
Yeah.
you have only lived here,
Yeah.
and I only lived in mega cities, so I'm used to it. But actually, for a lot of people, that's not normal. Like you know, a place shuts down, for example, in your village, and you
Take a
stay
moment
shut
to-
down.
yeah.
You take a moment, you pass by every day, you see slowly, you know, good graffiti
Yeah.
and whatever. But here, it's
Yeah.
like no one fucking has time for
Yeah.
grief. For
Yeah.
you know, for say, oh, that was my fear. It's like, get the fuck out of the way.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's just literally the lady behind you with the cart, like it's like, just get out.
Yeah,
I'm trying I'm trying to move the cardboard boxes. I don't need your
exactly.
crying.
Oh, boo fucking who?
Yeah,
no
exactly.
chapas for me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, look, there's I think that's two sides to the same thing. Where
Yeah.
basically it's like, would you want to have those moments of like, you know, it's about stopping and smelling the roses,
Yes.
versus like, yeah, okay, great, your roses smell great. Can we please get on?
Yes.
You know, I think. And we can come back to the whole Buddhist thing of like it's the middle way.
Yes.
You can't be all emotional. You can't be all logical. Da 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 da.
Yeah, Hong
But
Kong is too logical, I think,
yeah,
for
it's
them,
very straight.
especially when it comes to business.
Oh yeah,
Like,
very
it's
practical. It's like, okay.
so practical. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that closed. Now the agent took it over. Now they're blasting the number everywhere.
Yeah.
Now we're looking for a new investor. It's like just no time.
Yeah.
But I obviously I try to see the not just the irony but also the humor in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like, and there's something deeply funny to me about how no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
It's just like really no one cares. No one cares about your business. It's just like you know, do your thing and
Yeah.
keep doing your thing, and that's it. No one like is invested in you personally. No one's just like, yeah, if you're doing a thing and it's working, good for you. Keep
Yeah.
going. When you don't work, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Then-
It's the thing with cosmic insignificance. Like on one hand, you'd be like, in the grand scheme of things, like, what's the
Yeah.
point of anything? Because you're
Yes.
nothing anyway.
Yeah.
On the other thing, it's kind of like, yeah, it's so freeing because you're like, yeah, I'm nothing, so relax. Like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, the world's no, it's not. It's not.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
So I will put it this way. Yeah, I very much appreciate the idea of like, oh, it closed down, all right, get on with our lives. Because the truth is, you can dwell for God knows how long about, but you know, it was the thing and everything. If you have the capacity for it. For example, you have every right to, let's say, have a shrine in your house.
Yes.
Where it's like, this room is dedicated to whatever. If you have the space, go for it, go nuts.
Yes.
But if you don't, then let's not spend that space doing something that's already gone.
Yes.
You get it? So I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you could sit in there and think about the memories and be like, yeah, well, the world keeps going forward.
Yes.
So you can sit back and be like, but back in our day,
Yeah.
which of course you and myself, I'm sure, do a lot now that we're older. We're like, back in our day, we never had these goddamn kids.
Dude, it's so weird how, like, you know, you watch people like comedians in our word like talk about like as they get older, there's a lot of jokes about like, oh yeah, I think everything's hurts or whatever, and then I just turned 35 and it's exactly like a week after, and you're like, why do I have not cramps? Like, why do like my thighs? Like I didn't like I do yoga. That's like the opposite of
Feels
like
it's
It should be like I didn't like work out properly. Like I go for long walks or whatever, but like nothing intense at all. And now just like I'm in pain for like 2 days. For no reason whatsoever, and it's just like, fuck, they're right. That sucks. And it's like Brian Bentley, our friend, who's also a bit older, like about 40, and he talks about how he's just like in random pain all the time. And I'm like, fuck, man, this is so real. This is like, why? It doesn't even make sense. It's like, this used to work perfectly fine. And now it's like just a little bit off.
Oh God, man, it's just the worst. Cause like, and it happens like kind of overnight, but you can, I know it kind of grows over time. But like, here's that point where you're like, wait, I noticed this now.
Now I'm noticing. It's just like my legs. Maybe someone be like, hey, you should see a doctor. My legs a lot of the time. Maybe I should walk less. I don't know what the fuck, but it's like it's just there is like a little bit of pain.
I think
like
maybe
discomfort. It's like it feels like cramped or whatever. It's like, what the fuck is happening? It's so weird.
I think I've heard some things saying like, you know, downward slopes are bad for the knees and stuff like that. That's why like in Hong Kong you have so many slopes, right?
I hate this conversation already. Just being told now that you have to be careful going downward slope, going down Ladder Street to Tai Ping Shan.
And coming back to my point is that hence why I have no interest in going to your level, Mo. Not because I'm an asshole. The situation doesn't allow me, Mo.
Exactly.
I can't do it because of my
you
knees.
have to.
You know, I have to take out my knees. It's not that I'm like better than you. It's like I can't because the knees, buddy.
Oh
you know?
my God, the fact that we're sitting here talking about like knee pain is depressing. Going back to crying over thinks like, now we have to stop. I'm gonna contradict myself and be like, we have to stop and cry over this for a little bit.
Hunger doesn't give you a chance, man. Doesn't give a shit about your knees. Then you blew up, take a taxi, bitch.
Yes,
we have apps for that. You can literally just throw money at the car. They'll pick you up.
That is true, and this is why people in Hong Kong don't have time, because they have to save up all the money for time like this.
Yeah.
When
the knees fuck up.
When the knees fuck up. When you go down, when you're rolling down Pottinger Street and your high heels after having one too many drinks, and you end up on LKF meltdown. You need when you get down to Queens Road Central. That's when you end up after you keep rolling for a while.
And you wake up like, oh, where am I?
Yeah, and then the taxi should be waiting for you, or the Uber, or if you're super lucky, the helicopter.
Yeah,
that will come into Queens Road to pick you up from in front of the HSBC.
I think we found a way, our alibi, to get out of them saying we schemed this whole idea of getting the helicopter thing.
Yes.
We do the exact same thing we talked about in the podcast.
Yes.
We go on the hike, we do all that shit, we find a place, da-da-da.
Yes.
And then when we're taking the court to be like, you're trying to rig the system, da-da-da.
Yes.
We're like, Your Honor, when we recorded this podcast, it was this date. We were at this stage in our life, our health level, all stuff.
Yeah.
It was a week later that our body finally grew old enough that the knee problem came in.
Yeah.
And we were hiking. The knee said today's the day, and therefore it gave out, and therefore we had to get the helicopter. It has nothing to do with the preconceived ideas and everything.
Yes,
it was just the knee giving way. Your Honor, how are your knees?
Yeah. and he's like, just starts like
the Honor kind of like, oh crap, you got me on that one, man.
Yes, exactly. Tell me about it.
Yeah,
now you're just like catching up over bad knees.
The juror suddenly becomes like we're in church, like, it's all about it, man. Oh, he said
all the jurors in unison just lifting and showing their knee, like having like that stretch thing.
Yeah. You said it. Oh, this man speaks the truth.
Oh my God.
There'll be the whole room erupts, and they're like, this guy is all about. That's the truth. That's what's happened.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Speaking of truth, we also drop more truth bombs on Patreon. Patreon.com/ohopod. It's doing really well, actually. We have, as I said, like a couple of new members. Bonus episodes every week. Video at some point. It will also catch up to Patreon. But we're doing it. Please share it with a friend. And it's $5 a month, $5 a month, and you get to support us doing all of these cool things. And last thing before we go, live shows. Live shows. Everyone now is back in town before they leave on Chinese New Year
again
in about 2 weeks. But while you guys are here, come to live shows, Backstage Comedy, link in the description. And we have shows every week. So as you're listening of this week, we have the crowd work show this Saturday. Did you do the last one?
I did the first one, right?
The first one. So we're doing it again. Crowd work show. I think we might have talked about it here as well. It was a lot of fun. It's a bit of a different format. If you have seen those like live reel, the Instagram reels of like comedians talking to audience, it's a little bit of that. We'll have cameras on and everything, so we can hopefully catch like some cool moments. And then we have 3 headliners that we have confirmed over the next period. We have Rizal Van Gazel is coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, people.
Yeah.
You need to watch this show.
Yes.
Rizal Van Gazel, I'm guessing he's going to do his...
Arrested show. Yes.
Oh, okay. I need to take a moment.
You saw it in Edinburgh,
dude,
right? Yeah.
Everyone... you might be, you say role comedian. No, I do not. If you know, I do not say it. I've watched the show. I've known Rizal for a long time.
Yeah.
The story about his arrested story, my God, people.
Yeah.
And it's all real.
Yes, yeah. He's basically just telling a story of his life that obviously a lot of you might have heard of. He's the guy who ran Crack House in Kuala Lumpur. And something happened at the comedy club, and then he eventually got arrested, and the comedy club got shut down forever. And now he's a full-time comedian, and he tells that story, and he's about to take it to Melbourne for the comedy festival as well. So he's going to make a stop here.
It's so funny.
On the 8th of March. Saturday, 8th of March at Base Hall. So tickets are already on sale. So get your tickets to Rizal's show.
Yes. Everyone, I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
if you watch that show,
yeah,
and you're like, it wasn't that funny, I'm going to... contact me, Funny Vivek on Instagram.
Yeah.
Message me and tell me what you didn't find funny, and I will personally pay you back.
Wow, that is honestly, like, jokes aside, and we did not plan this.
Yeah,
You
we
didn't even know that he was
I
booked.
didn't even know he was booked, yeah.
Yes, this is a huge thing coming from
Oh,
you.
huge,
Like,
dude.
honestly, I'm gonna cut this and put it on
I
the
wouldn't
promo.
even say that for Jason Dung's show.
Okay, this is definitely gonna go in the promo.
yeah.
All of this is gonna go in the promo. Okay, huge plug from the Vivek Bababani to Rizal's show, and definitely not Jason's show.
yeah, don't mix that up, man.
So yeah, come to Rizal's show, Arrested, on the 8th of March at Base Hall. And we have Simeon Goodson, who used to be based in China for some time, and he's now a regular at the Comedy Cellar. He's going to do a smaller show at Fa Guy on the 20th of February. It's a Thursday night, so come to that as well. Simeon is awesome. You'll find clips of him on our Instagram account. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. The last headliner, sorry, I forgot, is Indian... Fuck, I keep forgetting. You guys have crazy names. It's kind of not my fault. Anirban Das Gupta. See, I nailed it.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
Dude, Anirban is so funny.
Oh my God, great.
Dude, oh my God.
He didn't even know again.
I didn't know he was coming.
Yes.
Oh, people. He is so, like, you know, like how you have that typical stereotype, like, Indian guy, like, so tell me this is what Gilbert is?
Yeah.
His style is like that.
Yes.
But honestly, not gimmicky.
Yes, I know. I saw his clips. That's why I was so excited for
Dude,
him.
I've seen this whole hour.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I saw it in
yeah.
Melbourne and everything. Oh
Yeah.
my God, people. Okay, I'm
He's
sorry.
going back to Melbourne this year as well. So again, he's doing that show here.
Dude, Anirban, first of all, his jokes are so well written.
Yes.
That to the point I'm like, God damn, that's actually a simple joke, but it's so
It's so
nicely
fucking...
written.
Yeah, it's not gimmicky at all.
It's not gimmicky. It's
Yeah,
not like I'm an
he
Indian
sounds
man.
like a gimmick.
He sounds like a gimmick.
Which is actually works to his advantage because he's so clever.
Yes.
Yes.
But his if you take away the accent and everything, it's still so funny.
Yes, it's very
Oh
funny.
my. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, people. Like Rizal and Irban, these two I
There
can vouch
are 2
for.
weekends back to back.
Oh.
1st and 8th of March.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Anirban on the 1st of March, Rizal on the 8th of March.
People, I'm telling you hands down now.
Yeah.
You have an issue, message me and be like, dude, I watched it. I was like kind of so about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy to discuss it. I can tell you hands down now, people.
To get serious for just a few seconds, we put so much work, obviously, into curating these shows and bringing these guys, and I really want Backstage Comedy to stand out in terms of the quality of the especially the headliners, but obviously everything, the production and the local shows, but especially the headliners. So please, for the love of God, I hope you guys see the effort and support it and come out and see the shows. They are really good shows, and as you can vouch, like the quality of the headliners.
I have seen it. It's not they're my friends. I can support them.
Yeah.
I've seen both shows.
Yeah.
Nearby's 1 hour show. I've seen Results, especially Results Arrested one. I've
Yes.
seen that show as well. Oh my goodness, people.
So yeah, come to the shows. Find Backstage Comedy. The link in the description. That's it from us. Thank you so much for tuning into another awesome episode. Hopefully awesome, of Ho Ho Hong Kong podcast. We're about to record the Patreon, talking shit on the Patreon. Join us. Bye-bye.
Bye.